Welcome back to the channel. So today I've got the 2022 330e. That's the plug-in hybrid variant of the 3 Series G20 chassis. This one is finished in individual Goodwood Green Pearl or Goodwood Green Metallic, depending on who you're asking. So from what I can tell, this was originally, or should say is, an Audi color, and then available as an individual order. Now this was a German allocation, obviously 2022. We got a few 330e German allocations, and we decided to take a couple of them and do individual colors. This is the first one to arrive. Next one's going to be in Marina Bay Blue. They are the M Sport package on the 330e, and fairly on the heavy side in terms of options. Of course, that's also including $4,500 for the individual paint. But I figure if you're going to go green with the 330e, why not have it green? But up front, see our Shadowline package. We got our regular halo lights, daytime running lights. It's Shadowline trim as well as the M Shadowline lights. And this is what they look like up close without the lasers. You do have cornering light in the far corner there. Hopefully you guys can see that. Alright, so let's take a look at the side here. We have the 791M wheels in black. I think it goes pretty well with the green. Of course, going on bicolor or perhaps even chrome, silver, whatever you want to call it. That finish for a little bit more contrast. On the side, we got distinctive ports here. So we got the BMW I logo, so electrified by I. That's new for 2022. Over the charging port and on the other side of the fender. So something, I don't know if it was actually needed, but I guess they wanted more branding and couldn't go with the M badges. So again, green. So again, Goodwood Green. It's metallic paint. It looks fantastic in person as well as in the sunlight. I'd say it's similar, or in at least the realm of British Racing Green, just metallic finish, maybe a little bit darker, but otherwise a really, really good color. And out back, we have our BMW Roundels. Again, no 50th anniversary emblems on this one. It's not a M or M Performance car, but it is an I or an E car. It has blue trim around the roundel as well, which returned for 2022. Got our exhaust tips finished in sort of a black chrome, it looks like. Shadowline tail lights as well, 330e logo in chrome. And here we got Goodwood Green out of direct sunlight. It's a really dark green on this side, but metallic flaking is great. So we actually have a huge waiting list now for the 330Es. I guess that coincided with the very sharp rise in gas prices and relatively decent wait times over, say, like an i4. But 23s, again, the LCI version, this again is a 2022. We got powered by the B48, basically a detuned 4-cylinder engine, turbo as well. 181 horsepower from the engine, and then 107 horsepower from the electric motor. About 288 horsepower, as well as 310 pound-feet of torque. So it's basically a souped-up version of the 330i at the penalty of added weight. So it's a little bit quicker. 0 to 60, I think it's like 5.6 seconds rated. Let's go ahead and look at the interior, go over the options and pricing. So we're greeted by Cognac perforated Sensitech. Again, it's sort of a classic combination, say Jag or anything really British or British Racing Green interiors with the Cognac, a brown or a tan interior. It's a very classic combination. The Sensitech seats, you do still have lumbar support, but you do not have the side bolsters. You have to step up to leather. All right, on the inside, usual iDrive 7, although we do have some eDrive branding in here. I am currently in Sport Extra Boost function, so I can keep the car on while it's parked. Otherwise, you have your regular options that you would have in the E's or PHEVs. So you got hybrid drive, you got electric drive, you also have battery control. So you look at battery control, this will actually use the gas engine to help power up or charge the battery. You can change that target value between 30 and 100% at the penalty of decreased miles per gallon or efficiency. Sport mode, you have standard and extra boost. Extra boost will be adding in a little bit of boost from the electric motor. You can go to hybrid mode. So you got standard and Eco Pro. Eco Pro will be a little bit more efficient. And then you got full electric, probably you have range. And I don't have it available currently. Probably because I have the air on a little bit higher. So go back to sport mode. All right, so we got a high gloss wood finish in here as well. No harming carbon, which I believe is actually back for the 23 models. All right, so pricing wise, again, this is for 2022, the 330e. It's also available in the X-Drive. Starts at $42,950. The individual paint, $4,500. Sensitech is included. Driving assistance package. I still don't understand why this is not standard on the car like this. $700, which gets you the active driving assistant, blind spot detection, lane departure warning. Why aren't those standard? Shuttle line package for another $400. We got the M Sport package for $3,400. Premium package for $1,600. Moving on down, we got power tailgate for $250. We get a credit for the deletion of the digital key, as well as passenger lumbar support. And all else included, we got a couple of accessories. So we got the floating hub caps, center caps, wheel locks, and total MSRP for this example is $54,855. So a little bit on the high side for a 330e, but I figure this might be a pretty good seller given its uniqueness, I guess you will, with the paint job. So otherwise, other than having that a little bit of eDrive badging somewhere, the only other difference you can tell from a regular 330i is on the center console here. Battery control and your driving modes. Again, battery control is a driving mode. Sport, hybrid, electric, and that's it. So let's talk about range. So range for the 330e, EPA estimated for 22 miles of range. So that's probably something you should consider range-wise. So I got the trunk open right now. If your commute is less than that range one way, probably a pretty good candidate for a 330e or perhaps even another plug-in hybrid, especially if you have charging at work. Now, charging times, again, the PHEVs here for BMW are only available for level 1 and level 2. There's no fast charging for the plug-in hybrids from BMW. So 0 to 100% on level 2, 240 volt, about 3.5 hours. And on the 110 volt, all right, so trunk space is a little bit limited. You have this area raised up from the trunk. You get a little bit of space here underneath to hide some valuables if you want, if you live in San Francisco, of course. Maybe that deters people. All right, see if we still have the kick to open. We do. So again, 2022, still have kick to open. Not going to be available on 23s. Of course, you have the refresh as well. It's back to charging. So charging on a level 1, 0 to 100, roughly about 11.5 hours or so. So if your commute's within range, you can basically, theoretically, never use the gas at all. So you'll be full electric range to and from work, provided you have good charging opportunities at work and at home. So you can get by with a level 1 at home, most likely. Well, if you want to make that investment, you'll have to consult an electrician, of course. Get that installed at cost to you, but to meet those criteria, I think it's the 330e is probably a pretty good option for you to save on gas and avoid using a lot of gas as well, especially local driving. A little bit more of a challenge, I'd say. Long distance driving, again, you still have the gas powered engine with a reduced fuel tank capacity, so keep that in mind as well. Charging is still going to take you 3.5 hours, so you probably want to use battery control to charge up your battery when you get to your destination city, so you can take over in full electric if available and possible. But we'll take one more walk around Actually, I guess we already did the walk around 330E in individual Goodwood Green. So a fantastic color, again named most likely after the Goodwood circuit over in England. Also coincidentally, maybe not, the home of Rolls-Royce. But a fantastic green. So if you want to go green, why not do it in style? Well, that's it for that quick tour around the 330E, and we'll see you at the next video.